Welcome to a show Mike Pence watches every night.
This is
Hoes Before Bros, a show where these bros talk about being hoes.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm Michael.
And we're the Zakar Twins.
So on today's episode, we'll be talking about everyone's favorite form of love, incest. Okay, the media's obsession with incest. Clueless, Cruel Intentions, any episode of Degrassi?
The Zakar Twins?
No. I don't know what the chokehold on incest is. I don't know if it's like such a taboo subject where it's artsy. Like I don't flowers in the attic.
Growing up, I think it depends on the material you have. Like for me, growing up, there was a couple uncles we had that I'm like, I'm gonna keep the fantasies to myself. But you've never fantasized about like
No.
an uncle
No.
or a cousin once. You tell me once, Uncle Max.
Please cut.
He's the hot uncle. He's
no,
even our mom says
he's dead.
Even our mom says he's the hot brother. He goes, he's the hot brother. And I'm like, yeah, he was kind of hot. You're telling me you've never thought, anyone in the family?
I mean, I won't want to say I admit it, but yeah, maybe I thought about something. Like, I think your brain just goes to weird places sometimes, and you're like, oh, your uncle, or a hot cousin you met.
Well,
because, I mean, you know, like, every Middle Eastern person is related, so I don't know who's a cousin.
Yeah, I think media highlights incest or family ties. I mean, Game of Thrones, isn't half of that show built on incest? I don't know.
Aren't we all a product of incest? If you really think about it in Christian terms, Adam and Eve, they had two boys, and they had to bang Eve for the world to populate.
And you know who those two boys were? Me and Michael. We populated the world.
So, I mean, are we all a product of incest? Does everything just start with incest?
I mean, in terms of the Bible, yes. In terms of media, I think it's highlighted sometimes to be like,
okay.
I don't know. It's like it's so taboo that sometimes it's like it's hot. Not for me. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
That's how I think. That's how I feel like it's marketed. I think people love incest, like twins especially. When you look at porn, like, would you ever sleep with twins?
Yes, but not you. I would never sleep with you. But I mean,
I'm part of the problem. I know deep in my heart. If two twin brothers approached me and were like, "We want to you," I'd be like, "Let's go."
But every time
when it
I
comes
see
to you, don't touch me with a 10-foot pole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Yes, I know.
You want to sleep with me? Like, what?
No, I'm okay. I mean, like, if this was just the intro to a really long OnlyFans, we just start making.
Welcome to our OnlyFans. No, I think incest is definitely highlighted, especially.
I mean, that's
especially in porn. It is.
Okay, there's a real problem in porn when you see the top results like stepdad, and you see like there's.
Okay, but I openly love family porn. I love family porn. I don't know what it is. They're not my uncles. Obviously, I'm not putting. But I'm like.
You like the general idea.
In the perfect world, if I had hot uncles, it's Uncle Max.
Yeah, if my uncle was The Rock, I'd be like, well, I have to.
Yeah, no. If he was like, oh. You gotta be on meth. I don't know how uncle sex happens, but like, I'm just saying, I feel like in porn, it's borderline like so tacky, but like I get the appeal.
Well, I mean, like I just think porn plots are running out. Like at this point, they're like, let's play baseball, and then let's like. It's 0 to 10 real quick.
I mean, off subject. I love a good plot in porn. If you hire actors, I can't stand when porn. This is just a personal problem. I love when porn stars like act for that. Don't get into
Get Julia Roberts in there. Come on, what are you doing?
Like if I'm gonna watch family porn, I want the tension. You know what I mean? Like you've known this person your whole life. You can't just jump into it. You gotta be like.
Okay, now that we're getting more into this,
like your mom's not home.
Now that we're going into this, it sounds like you like incest. It sounds like this might be your top.
I'm not bothered by it.
Let me see your porn results.
You don't want to see my porn results. I never thought. I don't think we're incestuous. I don't. I'm saying that openly. I don't think we're incestuous. I think growing up and wanting to be famous or wanting to be online or wanting attention, being a twin is so special. And when we first started a social media presence, I felt like the only thing we did, starting off was like modeling in our underwear. And for me, that wasn't incestuous because it was just like we're both hot boys just being hot together. And I
think when you're young, like we got a lot of attention for being like these cute twins.
And now we're in bed together. This is crazy.
No, I just think when you get on social media, a lot of us like to show our shirtless, and I was like, okay.
You know what it is though? You know what it is? The world judges brothers more than they judge sisters. Because Gigi Hadad and her sister,
Gigi Hadad.
what's her name? Gigi.
Bella?
Bella.
Bella's a bad bitch. Don't come for Bella.
Those nepo babies.
You can get Gigi whatever, but Bella's.
No, they are like, okay, them two. They're like always naked on top of each other modeling, whatever. They look great. And then you have the Claremont twins, these two sisters. There's a picture of them. And
Tonguing.
There's a picture of them. Tonguing.
But Terry Richardson, I think that's the photographer who did it, is like this famous photographer. So it's like, oh, it's a famous photographer. And I'm like, it's still two sisters kissing.
No, I know. And that's the part. It got so much attention. There was a part of me like wondering back in the day. I was like, oh, maybe Michael and I should kiss. Like, and I mean that. Like, I was like, let's get a good photographer. Let's make it like brother-y.
We were too young I think we were too young when we first started modeling, and we just did any concept that was given to us because we're like, okay, we're pretty, it will work.
No, I know, but like, I'm saying, imagine the world. The Claremont twins are huge now. I mean, they are.
They were in a Nicki Minaj music video.
They're the huge Nicki Minaj, great. Anyway, I'm saying, imagine no one references the picture of them kissing. And I'm saying, if it was me, and I personally feel like if it was me and you, and like we came into success, and there was a picture of us kissing, that would be blown up across social media.
I mean, we've had a lot of questionable pictures. Like, a lot.
Is it incestuous or is it art?
Probably incestuous.
It's probably incestuous. So here's the first photo that
Okay, good start. I love this photo. I love the idea of the photo. Maybe
I mean, your hand is straight up on my dick, but like
no, it's like the elbow. It's just an elbow.
It's an elbow. It doesn't count. But
No,
I love this photo. I think it's so beautiful. I think, like I said, if we were two women, they would eat the shit up, tits and flowers. But I think
you sound homophobic towards women.
Yes, I am. I'm straight phobic. I think this is a beautiful photo. I deleted it openly because of your hand on my penis. But I love the photo.
Okay.
So, an old one.
That's cute. That's brotherly. That's cute.
Okay, it's the both of us covered in oil, playing with each other.
We're brothers. We're doing a good time. We're having a good time.
I mean, I'm not mad at the photo. I just think this is like
this is good.
This is page 1 of the spread. Page 2, your legs are open. It's like
no. I think you're going way too far to do it. This one's okay. This one's okay.
I don't know if you want to. If that's a hill you want to die on. Okay, another photo I will die on. I love this photo. I think
I loved that photographer. That was Lagarde in New York, and I loved.
I think, like I said, because we're men, it's over. I think gay men in general, the gay environment, it's just everything's over sexualized. Because I feel like if we were women, this would be hot.
Okay, we get it. Women,
I'm
women.
Gonna
you can't blame all your problems on women. If anything, the problem is men. Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just saying, I love this photo. I think it's cute. Is it incestuous?
I mean,
sure.
The lighting, the idea was cool. I do love that photo. If this was an Abercrombie, you'd be like, oh my god,
if I just put a little Abercrombie logo in the corner, you'd be like, that's legit.
That's legit. That's legit.
And also, let's talk about Vogue photo shoots. They're borderline terrible, but you slap that Vogue stamp, they go. You know why I like this photo? It reminds me a lot of that suntan lotion picture of that dog pulling down that girl's panties. Sorry.
Not her panties. She's a girl.
Okay.
Pulling down her underwear.
No, that little girl with the dog.
Yeah, where the dog is.
I was like, that's so cheeky.
It's cheeky. It's
and
cute.
I thought this was cheeky. I mean, the look in my eye is I'm a brother, but
the quality's really nice.
But the
I love
quality?
The quality's nice.
Period.
That's one of my favorite photographers.
I'm not mad at it. I'm never gonna.
Okay.
Ooh. So we did a calendar a couple years ago.
We called it Defiance because we wanted to define odds. What Middle Eastern?
Yeah. We had some bullshit reasoning to be like naked with kathiyas, the Middle Eastern head wrap.
I think it's a cultural appropriation for us.
So the original calendar, the idea was we take colors
of the rainbow and have the same color kathiya, the same headscarf.
We did it naked. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I thought I was like a moment. I'm like, this photo.
I love the idea. I do love the idea. I just think
it was shot. Like,
it was shot wrong.
It was shot wrong. Okay. This was a shot for Gay Letter.
This was a shot for a magazine, and first of all, if you don't know, photographers in New York, they're gritty, they love that nudity, they play with the body.
New York loves incest. New York
York thrives on incest.
New York loves a controversial photo shoot, so incest is no taboo.
No, that wasn't the point. The point was, the point of the photo shoot was embracing our culture again, and I don't
You're sitting on my lap. Like,
I don't know.
It's really hard posing as brothers, because like,
The minute we're here, it gets weird.
Yeah, like Michael and I just can't pose like this.
Zach and Cody.
You know, like we're just like it's to pose. Like for me, modeling is very fluid. I want to be like this. I want to be like that.
Because we grew up on America's Next Top Model. We are those gays. Okay.
Yeah. So I think in terms of
Tyra would give this a fierce.
Tyra would like eat this up. She'd be like, "You
committed to having sex with your brother, and you
sat on your brother's lap, and you look good. You better work, okay?" So like looking back on our previous modeling, I put that in quotes, experience, I think it got borderline incestuous.
I just think there were so many problems when we first started modeling that people don't tell you. One, if you're not represented, these photographers will take advantage. And that's what kind of ruined modeling for us, because we're like, okay, people saw our photos and they're like, okay, they're just two sluts doing photo shoots. But we had no one telling us this was the wrong idea or a great idea.
The closest we ever got to incest.
There's been a lot of moments.
There's been a lot of moments bordering boundaries. Growing up with influencers, the influencer era, you would work with photographers to get clout. That was just the name of the game.
That was 2016 era of like Instagram, where like
when being an influencer,
PC for PC, like for like, that was when it was all popular.
There was a time when being an influencer was cool. Now it's just lame.
It's so oversaturated now.
So back in the day, we worked with this photographer. He was infamous for taking photos on his iPhone. Like that was his shtick. Had millions of followers, and I was like, well, we gotta work with him. He took pictures of sexy boys on their iPhone. The first time we were in LA, we went to his house. We were on his bed shooting, like literally naked with pillows on us. And he's like, has his iPhone. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, Michael, this is fame. I was like, this is it. And then as we're like posing naked on his bed, he takes out his dick and he goes, yeah. And I'm like,
and we're like, where are we?
I was like, okay, this just got weird. I don't know.
And the problem is we weren't represented at the time, and people don't tell you, what do you do in those situations? Mm-hmm. So we're just like.
So there he is jerking off. And
there he is, just casually jerking off. That was a very weird moment, because
Michael ran to the bathroom.
I was like, I gotta go. I didn't know what to say.
Because like, if I was alone, 1000% probably would have slept with a photographer. But being it was with my brother, it's just like, it's you learn boundaries, you learn, it's a lot of learning. And I think like as gay men, especially as gay twins, people over sexualize us. So I think I think it's like that's the closest we've come to incest, and I think we've come a far way. There is a part of me,
as we're in bed right now.
As we're in bed, it's okay. I mean, there's a part of me, I'm not necessarily embarrassed of our past. I think we did what we had to like get noticed.
I just think even in the creative field, a lot of these Instagrammers, you can't cringe at the start of your journey on social media, because social media has changed so much in like even a year span, like what is popular, what's not. Like now we're seeing that now, and you're like, what were we doing?
I think the influence of what we did brought us here. Like I think as writers, I would never know I was a writer until I trialed modeling with my brother, until I trialed YouTube, until I trialed X, Y, and Z to get to a place where I'm like, wait, I think I'm a writer. And you know,
I had to sleep with my brother to understand that.
I had to endure incest to understand that I'm a writer. And like, period.
Oh. No, we never slept together. Just to make that clear, everyone, we did not sleep
just
together.
Just to make it to the world clear, I've seen Michael's penis once. I saw it once. So Michael, what is the media's obsession with incest? What is it? Why do people care so much about it?
I think it's just a taboo subject, and I think the U.S. is just like, we can't talk about gun violence. We can't talk about anything sexual that is like about nudity on TV, but incest. Put it on TV. Let's see it. I don't know why we're doing that. I don't know if it's like the family trauma that you grew up with.
Generational trauma.
Like you had mother issues, so now you're fucking your stepmom on I don't know. Like,
I question.
Wait. I was gonna say Stacey's mom, but that's not.
I question that my daddy issues. Is that why I'm into dads? I don't know. I like dads. I don't know if it's because of daddy issues. I don't know if that's incest. I don't know. It all stems from something. Well, I think I'm at my cap of saying incest for the day. So on that note, thank you for joining us on another episode of
Hoes Before Bros.
See you next time.
Incest. Let's just get it out real quick.
Let's go make out.
Okay. Let's go have a sexy pillow fight.
Michael, enough. Goodbye.
Awesome.